Hi, I want to read to you from the book. I want to read a few passages from chapter 15, The Living in the Left Home. We start with a passage, the lesson begins. Sometimes people come into our lives to teach us something, Rainey said, about ourselves, about the world, about spirituality. Sometimes it's inadvertent, and you just have to be aware enough to observe. Sometimes it's a direct and obvious lesson that you can't ignore. Wilma listened. After enough encounters like that, Rainey continued, you wake up. You realize the gameplay. You start really learning, embodying the lesson. And then what? Wilma asked. And then the roles switch. Wilma frowned. What do you mean? You might not notice at first, but one day you find yourself asking, why is this person still in my life? And you can't see how they add any value to you. You're misaligned. You've grown. They haven't. Roman nodded slowly. You realize something, Rainey said. They're not in your life. You are placed in theirs. Roma's eyes widened. That's a lot of pressure. It's not pressure, it's purpose. It's your turn to guide, to teach the lessons you were taught, not by preaching, by example. Rainey looked out at the garden. The most powerful way to teach is to lead by example, to get up every single day, living the life you carefully curated for yourself, embodying the growth, living authentically. Roma was quiet, and when a verbal lesson needs to happen, Rainy continued, it's ever so casual, natural. The impact is deep. You don't need to force a testimony, a constant reminder of what's to come. For anyone willing to do the incredibly difficult journey of going within. Mama hugged her knees. That's what you've been doing with me, with the group, with everyone. Right now, that's the word. The tally marks. Mama was quiet for a moment. Then, you used to teach us about tally marks. Every decision is a mark on the one side or the other, light or dark. Right. I've been thinking about that, Mama said, about how you can't run, can't fight, can't avoid, can't ignore. The universe will walk you right into your accountability and karma, even if it has to come to your death. Rainey's throat tightened. That's true. You have to balance, Roma said. You experience your life review while you're still alive. When you go within, when you do shadow work, you can't hide, you can't lie, you can't avoid. She looked at him. That's why some people never make it through this part, isn't it? They'd rather numb themselves. Or worse, raining out it. Only the strong survive. You're not strong in the way the world needs. Loud, aggressive, unbreakable. Strong in the way that means willing to feel everything, willing to be accountable, willing to change. Roma frowned. So you can't force someone to wake up? No, you can't. They might not be designed for this level of ascension, or they might not be ready. Either way, it's not your job to save them. Really process that. Accountability is key. Accountability isn't just apologizing, Rainey said. It's actionable. It's changing your behavior. It's sitting with the discomfort of what you've done and letting it change you. As you did with Grandma, Mama said quietly. Rainey nodded. Like I did with Grandma. The shedding. Rainey leaned back on the bench. During this process, you start to shed your skin. You start to see who and what is not good for you, not meant for you. You start detaching. Roma's voice was small. And then they call you the villain. Yes, Rainey didn't sugarcoat it. You get villainized, talked about. You're not inclusive anymore. You think you're better than us. You've changed. Whatever they have to say to make themselves feel better about being left behind. Roma hugged her knees tighter. That's what happened with some of my old friends when I stopped performing, when I stopped being who they wanted me to be. Rainey looked at her. You had to walk away. Yes, from friends, from family, from people who couldn't come with you. Roma nodded. Her eyes were lit. It shatters your familiarity system, Rainey said. Everything you thought was stable, everything you thought was safe, it's gone, and your nervous system is exposed. Wrong. You have to learn how to regulate it all over again. Roma wiped her eyes. How do you survive it? You breathe, breathing the living. Roma looked at her mother. How do you grieve someone who's still alive? Roma's voice was soft, or Rainey's voice was soft. You just do. You let yourself feel it. You don't run. You don't pretend it doesn't hurt. You sit in the emptiness left behind, and you let yourself miss the version of them that never really existed. Roma was crying now. The fantasy, Rainey said. That's what you're grieving. Not the person they are, the person you needed them to be. She put her arm around Roma. You let yourself want them to change, and then you let yourself accept that they won't. You forgive them, not because they deserve it, but because you're holding on to unforgiveness, and it's only hurting you. Okay, this is about to end, so I'm going to stop it there. But please purchase this on Amazon. It is ebook available, it's print available. I have it in paperback and hardcover. You can also get it on Barnes and Noble, literally anywhere digitally, anywhere, it's out everywhere. Please support me and pay attention to the journey.